I just saved $35 on pork chops. And once I show you how easy it is to cut them, you are never gonna buy pre-cut pork chops at the grocery store ever again. On this channel, I've shown you all kinds of ways to cut beef and save money. Well, today we're focusing on pork. Yes, you can still get a deal. And it's really the same thing. We're gonna take a large cut of meat and turn it into a small cut of meat, and we are going to save money. It's that easy. Let's head to the grocery store to see what we're working with and to see how much a pork chop costs at the grocery store. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because I'm going to do everyone's favorite segment called Butcher Math. Now that is a segment in which I try not to embarrass myself by doing math in public, but I'm going to show you exactly how much money we saved by cutting our own pork chops. So let's get going. So I went to my local grocery store and I got this package of pork chops. Just run-of-the-mill, lean pork chops. Nothing special, no crazy variety, no crazy breeds, just run-of-the-mill pork chops. And I paid $6.49 per pound for this package of pork chops. I think we can do way better. Let's bring in the pork loin and I'm gonna show you how to cut your own pork chops at home. And guess what? We're gonna show you how much money it saves. So we got lots to do today. Let's get going. So this is our whole pork loin. I actually got this one from Costco, but you can also go to Sam's, you can go to the chef store, you can go to a lot of places and get a whole pork loin. This is where all your pork chops that you've ever eaten have come from, this cut of meat right here. Now, how much did I pay for this? I'm gonna tell you a little bit later in the Butcher Math section, so stay with me. Basically, all we're gonna do is slide this thing down. We're gonna take a nice long knife. This is a 10-inch breaking knife, but you can use 8-inch chef's knife, whatever you have. It's not that big a deal. And we're just gonna take it and make pork chops out of it. So you can take this first one and really like square it up, even it out. I like to do that just so it looks nice. You don't need to. It's just kind of a thing with me. But like, we're just gonna take our however thick pork chop we want. Like, do you want an inch pork chop? You want an inch and a quarter? And you're just gonna take like this and you're gonna cut it like this. All right, man, that was real tough, wasn't it? That was real tough. All you have to do is take and make pork chops. That's it. So here we go. We can do another one. We're gonna do a thick boy. Here we go. As thick as you want them. They don't really require any trimming. Sometimes this fat cap is a little bit, maybe a little bit more than you want, or this is so lean right here that you need a little bit of fat on top. You need a little bit of that pork fattiness on top. So this is a beautiful pork chop. I don't know what else to say. And real time, this thing will take 5 to 10 minutes to break down and you'll be having so many pork chops. I will say you could be in hog heaven. Pun intended. If you want to take a pork roast out of this, let's say you want to tie it up into a pork roast, all you're going to do is move over and just cut a whole pork roast. If you want to take some of the trim or take some of the end pieces and grind it up into ground pork, boom, you can do that. This piece of meat is very, very versatile and it's very economical. It's one of the best buys in the whole place, like in the whole grocery store, Costco. This is the cheapest way you're going to get some protein. If we're talking like dollars to protein grams, this might be the best one in the whole place. This is also really good practice if you want to practice your knife butchery skills. So again, this is the same thing you would do when you're portioning out a ribeye or you're portioning out a beef tenderloin. But again, it's with pork and it's a little bit cheaper. So you can practice how big you want things, how to use your knife. So it really is a great testing ground or a great practice round before you get into some of the more expensive cuts. If you'd like to learn how to save more money cutting meat yourself, then I have something for you. I would like to formally invite you to join the Primal Cuts Club. That is my private, members-only community in which I do exactly that. I teach people how to save money by cutting meat at home. We do so in a couple of ways. We have these top-down videos, tutorials that teach you how to break down all your favorite cuts of meat. We also have twice a month we get together on a live call. Sometimes it's Q&A, sometimes it's me teaching over live so you can ask live questions. You know, or sometimes just a hangout and we just have fun talking to each other about different meaty topics. We also have a community forum in which you can connect with other meat enthusiasts. Got a ton of stuff going on there. I really would like you to be part of it. So go ahead and click that link in the description for more information about how to join the Primal Cuts Club. And I cannot wait to see you on the next live call. I'll get to know you. Let's talk. As my way of saying thank you for joining the Primal Cuts Club, I want to offer you a free gift. When you sign up to the Primal Cuts Club using the QR code that's right here or the link in the description, you are gonna get my cookbook. This is my new cookbook called Primal Cuts. I'm gonna go ahead and autograph that for you and send it out to you for free. As of right now, this is the only way you can get an autographed copy of this book. It came out in November, and this book goes through each primal cut of beef. So each chapter is a different primal cut. And then I show you how to break it down and the recipes from the meats of that cut. It's really comprehensive. It's kind of like me in a book. It's my entire culinary career in this book through recipes, through meat. I love it. You love it. So go ahead. If you join now, I will give you a free autographed copy of this book. Man, I don't know why there's any reason why you shouldn't. So I can't wait to see you in there. Let's go to it. So here are all of our cuts that we got from this pork loin. But let me show you one other thing you can do. If you take one of these especially thick pork chops, I'm gonna show you how to create a pocket in there, and you can stuff these pork chops. Mushrooms, herbs, onions, peppers, all these cool things you can do with this. So basically what you're gonna do is I like to take the underside right here, and you're gonna take a boning knife and you're just gonna start to cut like a little hole in there. So we go through, not all the way through, but like 3/4 of the way through. And then you take it and open it up like this, and then you kind of create that pocket. You're gonna use that tip of that boning knife and then just make a pocket all the way in. We're not going all the way to the edges, we're going down and deeper so that we can make a pocket that we can then fill with all kinds of delicious things. You can season it from the inside, and add your stuffing to it. I mean, it really is a great way to take the ordinary pork chop and make it into something special. But then so what we've done is made a huge pocket in there, so that way we can stuff it. You can do that, and then you go ahead and you put the stuffing in there, and then you have your great pork chop. Again, just another thing you can do with these pork chops to kind of elevate your cooking. All right, now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Butcher Math. I have crunched the numbers, and we're gonna go over them, and I'm gonna show you this cut test form. Now, this cut test form can be used for any one of these big projects that we do on this channel. So if you want a detailed tutorial on how to use a cut test form and the form itself, then it's in the Primal Cuts Club. So I really want you to join, and then I will take you through a video so you can take any big cut of meat and see how much money you saved. But let's break down the pork chops. All right, so we start out with our whole pork loin, and the purchase weight was 8.44 pounds. Our price per pound was $2.19, again, for the whole pork loin from Costco, for a total price of $18.48. This doesn't even mention the fact that sometimes Costco will do like $8 off the whole thing, but that's just gonna even give you even more savings. But anyway, so we had no real trim, no real loss. So I'm gonna say we didn't lose anything. So 8.44 pounds is the trimmed weight. We then take the total price, $18.48, and divide it by the trimmed weight, 8.44 pounds, and that gives us back to our $2.19 per pound. Now, this form makes more sense when you have something that has a little bit more waste in this, but again, bear with me here, people. So we're gonna compare to the grocery store. The pre-cut pork chops, $6.49 per pound. So we're gonna take that, $6.49. You're gonna minus the cost per pound that we paid total over here, the trimmed cost per pound, $2.19. And then that's going to give you a savings of $4.30 per pound. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then we're going to take that number and go back to the weight, 844, and that's going to give, if we multiply 430 by 844, that's going to give us $35 savings total. So not bad. We get all this meat and I save you 35 bucks. Pretty good. Isn't it nice to not overpay for meat on the grocery store? You're getting one over on them because, hey, it took me like 5 minutes to do this thing and I just saved 35 bucks. Well worth your time on how to save money on pork chops. Thank you so much for being here. Join me in the Primal Cuts Club. We got lots of cool stuff going on in there. And then just keep saving money on meat. Let's go. I'll see you on the next one.